Hello everyone. So today's question is implement str. Okay, let's have a look at the problem statement. The difficulty level is basic. The task is to implement the function str. The function takes two strings as arguments s and x and locates the occurrence of the string x in the string s. The function returns an integer denoting the first occurrence of the string x in s, zero-based indexing. Okay, so let's have a look at the example. Geeks for Geeks is our example, and x is equal to fr. So is there any substring of s equal to fr? No, it's not. We have for, but it's not a it's we have fr, but it's not a substring. Fine, it's a subsequence. So fr is not present in the string geeks for geeks as substring. Fine. Another example is geeks for geeks and x is equal to for. So do we have for as a substring in S? Yes, we have. So we return the 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 first index of the occurrence of for, which is 5, according to zero-based indexing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. We have to implement this. Hello. We have to implement this in O of, this means the size of S and this means size of X. So we have to implement this in O of N into M. N is size of S and M is size of X. The expected auxiliary space is O1. We cannot use any extra space. Fine, let's have a look at the code. So we are given a function with the arguments string 1 and string 2. We have to find x as a substring in S. Fine. So this is our IDX, which will return if we find the answer, which is the first occurrence of the string. Found is the boolean. If we found the string, we will return IDX, and this will be 1. Otherwise, we will return -1. Fine. So we have nested loop starting from I equal to 0 to s dot size, which is n. Fine. Then we have temp equal to I. Since if the first characters are equal, then we have to increment those characters, but we also have to check the rest of the string. Let's suppose we have, let's suppose we have 4 and we have encountered a situation of f. Now let's suppose we are checking the condition without this temp, and if the first characters are equal, then we have to move further. But what if the string, the characters further are not equal? We cannot declare that if the first character is equal, then the string is equal, right? So we have to check all the conditions. So starting temp here, we have to end till this. We have to check till the last character of this string. So we have to take a temporary variable so as to start from this index. And if we don't take any temporary variable, if we keep on incrementing the I itself, then let's suppose we have f for. So how would we come back to f again, the second f again, to check whether the string is equal to that substring? Fine, that's why we have taken this temp variable. Now idx is equal to temp. The starting index is equal to temp. It will keep on changing if we don't find any substring equal to this string. Fine. So we are starting a nested loop from 0 to x dot size. Fine. If s of initially temp is 0, 0 means I is 0, then temp is 0. Temp plus plus means the initial value of temp will get executed. After that, it will get incremented. If we encounter a situation where even one character is not equal, we'll break the loop and we'll update found is equal to 0. Otherwise, if we don't encounter this situation, we'll simply change found to true. One means true. Fine. And now after exiting this loop, if we have checked all the conditions of all the characters of x, this means the loop is successfully executed all the characters, and since the loop since found is equal to 1, then we haven't encountered any situation where found is equal to 0. Then we simply break the loop since we have found the string. So we have to return the first occurrence of the string. So we don't have to check again whether the string is present as a substring or not. Example, we have geeks. So if we found geeks at starting from 0 index, we don't have to check further whether geeks is present again or not, since we have to return the first occurrence. So we have break the loop, and if found is equal to 1, then return idx, and otherwise return -1. Since there is no substring present in the given s equal to x. Fine. So this is it with the solution. Hope you have understood. Thank you.